Alright, hey guys, it's me again, and today we're going to take a look at the Titanic Creations gorgo figure. And in case you're wondering, no, this is not the first figure. This is the one from the comic book. Sorry about that. Let's go into detail right quick. The detailing on this figure is amazing. I love how the teeth are detailed. Only thing I want to point out is how they're bolted up to get jointed up together. It's not gonna hurt the figure or anything, but I do think it's very great. I think it's very cool how they make them look sharp than they already are. It's just them jointed up together. It's just I don't know. It's just makes it look goofy looking, but that's just me. The ear fins are well detailed. They look really amazing. They kind of remind me of like fish fins, but this is a reptile and a lizard. This is actually a giant lizard, technically. The claws are well detailed. They make him look more menacing, despite the fact that he's not. The skin in general looks well detailed. Kind of reminds me of like an alligator. Kind of reminds me of alligator. Like the back, especially, kind of reminds me of ooh, excuse me, alligator skin. Based on how jagged it looks, rigid. Kind of feels like it too. The toe claws are well detailed. My figure looks sharp. The paint job. This figure is actually green. It's actually based on the Gorgo comics from the 60s, I believe. If you don't know, the comic Titanic Creations is making based on the Gorgo figure. It is actually a prequel to the movie, which would make sense. The eyes are like a reddish orangey color with black irises. No, yeah, black irises. Makes them look animated. Kind of like it. The teeth, I believe, are like a yellowish color. You probably can't see it on my phone. You probably can't see it on the recording, but yeah, they're like a yellowish color. They look white. The tongue is like a reddish color, whereas the claws are a mix between a white and yellow. Same with the claws on the hands and the toes. Overall, the paint job is pretty great. I do like the different variations of green that he has. I think it suits this Gorgo figure. Posability. The head can move like that. The mouth can open and close. The shoulders or arms can move. The wrists can move. Although this one looks a little loose for some odd reason. The tail can move, although it has a habit of popping out of its socket when I do move it. It does that sometimes, but it's not doing it now. But yeah, it will do that sometimes. Now the knees and the legs. At first I didn't want to move the knees and the legs out of fear I might end up breaking the figure, but it actually turns out that it's actually plastic. Not plastic, but paint. I'm trying to that stayed in the plastic for too long. I should just probably you can probably see it on this leg, but it's gone now, I think. Yeah. The toes, not the toes, but yeah, the toes can move like that. And the feet, I do believe the feet can move, but I don't, like I said, I'm not going to out of fear. I might, because of out of fear, I might end up breaking the figure. Let me put the tail in right quick. If I can get the thing. There we go. Alright. Not the best, but I mean, posability is okay. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. Let's go to size comparisons. Since Gorgo appeared in the 60s, I will bring out some of the three well-known 60s Godzilla monsters. Let me bring out. Let's see how. Yeah, here he is next to Baragon. Let's see, stand him upright for a bit. It's not bad. This is the one from Frankenstein. This Baragon is from Frankenstein versus Baragon, so of course he's going to be smaller. I forgot how big he was compared to Frankenstein, but this will do. Let's bring out the 1964 Godzilla. This works too. I don't know how big Gorgo would be if he was an adult. Probably the same size as the 60s and 70s Godzilla. That's just me though. But this looks good. And lastly, here he is next to the 1964 Mothra from Nesco. Yeah, this works. Size comparison is actually pretty good. Like I said, I don't know how big Gorgo would be if he was an adult. Probably the same size as the 60s Godzilla. As for accessories, he only comes with one, and that is the baby Gorgo. Not gonna lie, this looks adorable. No posability, but it's alright. It's not a bad accessory. My overall thoughts on this figure? He's pretty good. Detailing is pretty great. Although the teeth, I feel like, I'm not gonna talk. I don't know. The teeth are pretty good. Just them bolted up together. Looks. It just makes it look. I don't know. I mean, I don't hate when the teeth are bolted up together. It just makes them look silly. The detailing is good. Paint job is great. Posability, I feel like could have been better, but it's not Titanic Creations' fault. I do think they did try. Size comparison is pretty good. Overall, I'll give this figure an 8.5 out of 10. It's not perfect, but he's good enough. I totally recommend you getting this figure if you are a Gorgo fan, like I am. You're probably not gonna like the price. My only advice, if you do plan on getting this Gorgo figure, you might want to look out for him on eBay, but he's not going to be cheap. For a figure that costs $70, he's pretty good. Like I said, I recommend you getting this figure if you're a Gorgo fan. And yeah, I actually enjoy playing it with this figure. That being said, have a wonderful day. In the meantime, I'm out.